Nigel Uno was born into a family of immigrants. Now most know him by the nickname of a champion, number one. But inside, he's never stopped being Nigel Uno, the boy next door.
My favorite PSYOP is probably the time Cartoon Network did parody election campaigns that probably inducted millions of American children into partisan politics back in 2004. Hey everybody, I'm joking. Mostly. If you don't remember or just weren't there for whatever reason, Cartoon Network ran mock presidential elections for characters on their roster at least twice. If you don't believe me, ask one of the unks or the aunties, or you can go on YouTube and check them out yourself. The first time that I vaguely remember was in the year 2000. They had like 50 candidates, and all the campaign ads were basically just characters mudslinging other characters.
Tough on crime? Sounds like they're a whole lot tougher on Townsville. This March, let's vote for a cartoon who knows a thing or two about ornery cusses.
Scooby-Doo actually won that election with Powerpuff Girls and Bugs Bunny in second and third place. But in 2004, things got a lot more partisan. They kind of retconned the previous winner to being Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy, with Grimm of Billy and Mandy fame being his vice president. His opponents were Number One from Codename Kids Next Door and Eduardo from Foster's as his vice president. The last candidate was Plank from Ed, Edd n Eddy, who was nonverbal.
What he really said was, you guessed it, nothing.
Plank didn't even have a running mate. They ran some pretty funny campaign ads from October to November, with Ed and Grimm ultimately getting reelected. It was just like the real election that same year. To be honest, I actually think this is a pretty decent way to introduce kids to the election process. Plank was actually my favorite candidate. All of his ads were absurd and surreal with strong environmentalist undertones. Number One ran like a super authoritarian, anti-intellectual campaign, which might be more relevant today.
The politicians promise higher test scores, but only Number One promises lower standards.
What makes things kind of crazy, especially in retrospect, was how eerily similar the Ed and Grimm campaign relationship was to George Bush and Dick Cheney.
Jawbreakers!
Vote Ed. Smart choice. Dumb candidate.